This is Kevin Mayo, your American correspondent for Real Ale Craft Beer, and today we're drinking Long Trail Standout, which is their spring seasonal, but it's an American pale ale. I guess it's a style they've done in the past, but they brought it back. They got a little thing on here: brave the elements, reach for the peak, and save a life's standout moments. Brewed in the spirit of adventure, the beer showcases the complex, fruity, herbal notes of Equinox hops. And that's the reason that they brewed it, is to use Equinox hops. It's a fairly new hop out on the scene. It's supposed to be kind of fruity, lots of citrusy, maybe even some other flavors into it. It is 42 IBUs, 5.2% ABV, and we have a 12 fluid ounce glass, or a, was it 335, 355 milliliter for our friends over the pond. Let's give it a crack and give it a pour. Using our White Lion glass. You guys probably saw the White Lion review with Ray and Mike the other day. So let's take a look at the... Wow, we got a real lot of carbonation on this. I mean, we had it's just spinning around the glass, and this isn't an etched glass. It is slightly hazy. Don't think, yeah, it's not overly cold. It shouldn't be a chill haze. Darker yellow, a little bit more yellow than, say, a typical lager, but not tipping over into the orangey reds that you'll get on the IPAs. About one finger of just bright white head. Actually, a very nice looking beer. Let's do the aroma. Got a little bit of malt up front. One of the other flavors that they were saying that might be in that Equinox hop is green pepper. And I didn't really mention it when I started this because I was skeptical, but I actually smell green pepper. And a little bit of lemon. Get a little bit of the malt, yeast, bready up front. Interesting. I said definitely pick up that green pepper. Let's give it a try. Now, so it's quite malty up front and not in a brown ale style. So it's not like a like earthy. It's much more like a lager, Pilsner type. One of the flavors that we associate with that is the malt up front. So it's that white bread, saltine cracker. And you definitely pick up the green pepper. Now, I'm looking for it. I had it in the aroma, but you do taste it. It's not overpowering, but there is a taste of green pepper. IBUs wise, the 42s, it finishes a little bit bitter, not too bitter. So yeah, you get a little bitter on the back of the tongue at the end of it. And you do malt, pepper, and then it finishes with a little bit of lemon in the back. It does finish quite dry, and it coats the tongue, so there's some resin on the tongue. Interestingly enough, no cut grass pine that you get so much of these days, especially when you get that on the back of the tongue. I always associate the pine with the resin. I could be wrong, don't know, but that's the way I associate it. I don't want to say anything bad about it. It's a good, solid beer. I mean, it's extremely drinkable. You could sit down, sit with a six-pack of it, and enjoy the day, whatever you're doing, especially once the weather gets nicer. We have more snow here today, so it'd be a good beer like that. It's kind of maybe a good gateway beer into the craft beer world. It's not over the top, but it's definitely a little bit more robust, a little bit more flavor than you're going to get from Budweiser. So I'm just rattling around a score in my brain here because it's not thrilling me, but there's really nothing wrong with it. So I guess it's a solid I don't want to say a C beer. It's better than that. So let's give it a C plus. Let's call it a 79 out of 100. Till next time, keep drinking.